Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. How are you all children? I hope you all are doing well at home. I am Disha Srivastav, your maths teacher. I am going to teach you maths from today. I hope you all have completed your bookwork, your notebook. We have done 2 chapters earlier. We have done lesson 1. Which was it? Yes, it was place value. And we have done lesson 2, that was addition and subtraction. I hope you all have completed both the lessons. You all have completed your bookwork, your notebook, your holiday homework. Everything is completed now. So, from today, I am going to start our next lesson, that is lesson 3, multiplication. I know you all have studied multiplication before, but this time we are going to teach you further topics in multiplication. So let's start our lesson today. Okay? Children, our lesson 3 is multiplication. This I have already told to you. Okay, now we'll see our next page. First thing that we are going to study in multiplication is the parts of multiplication. We'll study about the parts of multiplication. You can see the number which is being multiplied is known as multiplicand. Here which number is being multiplied? 15. 15 is being multiplied. So 15 is known as multiplicand. And it is being multiplied with which number? Yes, it is being multiplied with 2. So 2 will be known as multiplier. And whatever the answer we get is known as product. Okay? So the number which is being multiplied is known as multiplicand, and the number with which it is being multiplied is known as multiplier, and the answer is known as product. Okay, now start reading it with me. In multiplication, the number being multiplied is called the multiplicand, and the number by which it is being multiplied is called the multiplier. Example is given to you. Again see the parts of multiplication. 15 is multiplicand, 2 is multiplier, and 30 is the product. 15 is the number which is being multiplied. 2 is the number by which 15 is being multiplied, so it is known as multiplier, and the answer of multiplication is known as product. So these are the parts of multiplication. I hope you all have understood up to here. Yes? So now we'll come to our next page. Let's see next page, children. Okay. So here you can see 2 into 3 is equal to 6. By seeing this number, what comes in your mind? Tables. Yes? Tables are written in this form. Yes? There also you will find multiplicand, multiplier and product. So the number which is being multiplied is known as multiplicand. The number by which it is being multiplied is known as multiplier, and the answer that comes is known as product. Okay. So same is the case in table also, in horizontal multiplication also. The number which is being multiplied is multiplicand. The number by which it is being multiplied is multiplier, and the answer is known as product. So I hope you all have understood up to here. Now we will come to our next page. You all know the symbol of multiplication. This is the cross symbol. Yes, this is the multiplication symbol. You all know that. I know. You all have seen it before also. So, now multiplication is also known as adding groups, or you can say group addition or repeated addition. Multiplication is also termed as repeated addition. Read it with me. Multiplication is a quick way of adding groups of things. Each group must have the same number of things in it. For example, group addition. When we have to do group addition, multiplication is applied over there. See, here there are, how many groups are there? There are 4 groups. And in each groups there are how many oranges? There are 3 oranges in each group. Yes? See, in the first picture you can see there are 3 oranges. Second also 3 oranges. Third also 3 oranges. And fourth also 3 oranges. So, how many oranges? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. How much you will get? Yes, you will get 12. So, this is the one thing. By repeated addition, you will get 12. And which is the one more thing through which you can get the answer? Yes, you will multiply 4 into 3. You will get 12. So, what is multiplication? It can be termed as repeated addition also, and by getting product also you can do multiplication. So, both ways you can get the answer. Okay. So, now we will come to our next page, properties of multiplication. Before starting our multiplication lesson, these properties should be clear to you. So, let's revise. Okay. Let's learn about multiplication properties. First property is commutative property. What is commutative property? Let's see. You can always multiply numbers in any order and the product will be the same. So, we can multiply numbers in any order, the answer will be same. For example, 5 4s are 20 and 4 5s are also 20. So, in both the cases answer is 20. See, you can see over here orders of numbers are changed. In first case 5 is written first and in another case 5 is written at the second place. In first case 4 is written at the second place and in second case again the fourth is written in the first place. Orders are changed, orders are different, but the answer is same. So there is no change in the answer. Answer in both the cases are same. Okay, now we'll do some examples orally. Like, for example, 2 3s are how much? Tell me. 6. And 3 2s are also 6. So, in both the cases, you are getting 6. Take one more example. Suppose 4 2s are 8 and 2 4s are 8. So, both the cases answer is 8. What we are doing? We are changing the orders of the number. We are putting the first number second place and second number first place. But the answer remains the same in both the cases. Now we'll come to our next property, that is associative property. You can group factors differently and the product will be same. See, in both the cases we have grouped the number. Grouping the number is we have put the brackets. Here one group is 4 into 4 and here the another group is 4 into 2. So in both the cases grouping of numbers is different. 4 into 4 into 2. 4 into 4 into 2. Groupings are different but the numbers are same. Let's see the product. How much will come? First, when grouping is given to you, first thing we will do is we will solve the bracket. How much will come? 4 into 4. What will be the answer of it? Yes, the answer will be 60. And in this case, 4 into 2, what will be the answer? It will be 8. But when we multiply it with 4, answer will be 4 8s. 8 4s are 32. And here 4 4s are 16 into 2 is equal to 32. So both the cases, both the sides will get the same answer, that is 32. Now we'll come to our next property. Let's read out property of 1. When one of the factors is 1, the product equals the other number. So when, for example, 5 into 1 is equal to 5. So this is the property of 1. When we multiply any number with 1, the answer will be the number itself. Children, take any example. Either you take a smaller number or you take a bigger number. When we multiply 2 with 1, what is the outcome? What is the result? Answer is 2. And when we multiply 45 by 1, what is the answer? 45. If we multiply, suppose we take some bigger number. If we multiply 856 with 1, what is the answer? 856. When you see the tables, children, when we multiply any number with 1, what is the number? Answer is the number itself. 2 ones are 2, 3 ones are 3, 5 ones are 5, 12 ones are 12. So when we multiply any number with 1, answer will be the number itself. So answer does not change when we multiply it with 1. Now we'll see the next property. Our next property is 0 property. Let's see, children. When one factor is 0, the product is 0. So when we multiply any number with 0, answer will be 0. Okay. So you multiply any smaller number or bigger number with 0. Answer will always be 0. 2 zeros are 0. 8 zeros are 0. 20 zeros are 0. 12 zeros are 0. Take some bigger number. 100 zeros are, you'll get 0. Okay. So when we multiply any number with 0, answer will be 0. This is what 0 property is. Property of 1, when we multiply any number with 1, answer will be the number itself. Commutative property, when we change the order of the numbers, answer will be same in both the cases. Associative property, when we group the numbers, the number answer will be same. Grouping of numbers will have no effect in the answer. It will have no effect in the answer. Change of answer is not there. Okay. So I hope you all have understood all these 4 properties. Let's revise once. Commutative property, property of 1, associative property, 0 property. In commutative property, you can always multiply numbers in any order and the product will be same. Associative property, you can group factors differently and the product will be same. Property of 1, when one of the factors is 1, the product equals the other number. 0 property, when one factor is 0, the product is always 0. So, I hope you all have understood properties of multiplication properly. Okay. Now, we'll see properties of multiplication once again. Let's start. Property 1. Numbers can be multiplied in any order. The product remains the same. Okay. This we have already read. Yes, we have already learned in the previous slide. What we have learned? That whenever the orders change, the product remains the same. For example, 8 sevens are 56 and 7 8s is also 56. So in both the cases, the order of number whenever change, the answer is the same. Like 2 3s are 6 and 3 2s are 6. 5 2s are 10. 2 5s are 10. Okay, 6 7s are 42. 7 6 are 42. So both the cases we are changing the order of the number, but the answer is same. Now this is the first property. Let's see our second property. When a number is multiplied by 1, the product is the number itself. For example, 23 into 1 is equal to 23. So when we multiply any number with 1, answer is the same number. There is no change in the answer. The answer is the number itself. For example, here it is given 23 into 1 is equal to 23. You can take any example. When we multiply 12 with 1, answer is 12. When we multiply, suppose 14 with 1, answer will be 14. If we multiply 15 by 1, answer is 15. If we multiply 60 by 1, answer is 60. So there is no confusion. When we multiply any number with 1, answer is the number itself. This is our second property. Now children, let's see our third property. When a number is multiplied by 0, the product is always 0. For example, 26 into 0 is equal to 0. Okay. So this property also we have learned. Yes, this was 0 property. Yes. When a number is multiplied by 0, the product is always 0. For example, 26 into 0 is equal to 0. So you multiply any number with 0, your answer will be 0. 2 zeros are 0. Yes. 3 zeros are 0. You multiply 15 by 0. How much you will get? 0. 20 by 0? 0. 45 by 0? 0. Yes. 100 by 0? Again 0. Then you can take any number. 256 by 0? 0. So when we multiply any number with 0, the product is always 0. So children, I hope these properties are clear to you. Now let's see our fourth property. The factors can be grouped in any way. The product remains the same. For example, 5 into 2 into 6. See, here you can see grouping in different ways. Two different ways you can see the grouping. Here in one group we have taken 5 into 2, and in the second side we have taken 2 into 6. So grouping in both the cases are different. But what about the answer? Answer is same. So there is no change in the answer even if the groupings of number is different. Here the grouping of number is different. 5 into 2 are in brackets. So first we will solve this portion. How much we will get by solving it? 5 2s are 10 into 6. 10 into 6 is equal to 60. Now see the another side. 5 into 2 into 6. 2 into 6 are in bracket. So we will solve the bracket first. 2 6 is 12. Multiply 12 with 5. How much we will get? 60. So in both the cases we are getting 60. The answer, though the grouping of numbers are different in both the cases, but the answer is same. So today what we have learned? We have learnt about, tell me, yes, we have learnt about multiplication. Yes, we have learned about multiplication. Our lesson 3 is multiplication. Again, take a quick recap of the lesson. First thing that we have learned today, what was it? Yes, the parts of multiplication. The number which is being multiplied is called multiplicand, and the number by which it is being multiplied is called multiplier, and the answer that we get is known as product. Okay, so always remember the answer of multiplication is called product. So there are three parts of multiplication. This is multiplicand, this is multiplier, and this is product. This is the symbol of multiplication. Clear? Clear to all? Now we'll come to our next slide. This is our next slide. See, here again it is written in horizontal form. Okay, multiplication is given in horizontal form. In it also, the number which is being multiplied is known as multiplicand. Okay, again the number which is being multiplied is called multiplicand, and the number by which it is being multiplied is called multiplier, and the answer that we get is known as product. Yes, this is clear to you? You can read from here. The answer of the multiplication is called the product. Okay. Again see, 2 is the multiplicand, 3 is the multiplier, and 6 is the product. Clear to all? Now we'll come to our next page. This was multiplication symbol. This was multiplication symbol. Here what we have learned, that multiplication is also known as repeated addition. Okay, multiplication is a quick way of adding groups of things. We can get the answer by repeated addition also in multiplication. Okay, so this page is also clear to you. Now we'll come to our next page. Properties of multiplication. How many properties were there? Yes, there were 4 properties that we have learned today. What was it? First was commutative property. What does commutative property says? How you can always multiply numbers in any order and the product will be same. So the order of number, if changes, there is no change in the answer. Answer will remain same. Second property that we have learned was associative property. You can group factors differently and the product will be same. Okay, so grouping of numbers has no effect in the change of the result. Then comes the property of 1. When we multiply any number with 1, answer is always the number itself. Yes, this was the property of 1. What about 0 property? Yes, in 0 property we have learned that when we multiply any number with 0, answer is always 0. So I think you all have got all these 4 properties: commutative property, associative property, property of 1 and 0 property. Now we'll come to our next page. Here properties of multiplication is given. Yes, we have already read it and I have explained it. Again, see the quick revision of it. Numbers can be multiplied in any order. The product remains the same. When a number is multiplied by 1, the product is the number itself. When a number is multiplied by 0, the product is always 0. The factors can be grouped in any way. The product remains the same. So this was it. Today we have learnt about multiplication. We have learnt about parts of multiplication. We have learnt about properties of multiplication. So what you have to do is, children, you have to write parts of multiplication and then you have to write properties of multiplication clearly in your notebook. Properties, you can see it is given in this page. This is the page of properties of multiplication. You have to note down all these 4 properties clearly in your notebook along with the examples. It should be written first. You will mention date, then you will write classwork. You will write, as we are starting our new lesson, so you will write lesson 3 multiplication, and then you will start writing. First you will write the parts of multiplication and then in the another page you will mention the properties of multiplication. This is the work that we are going to do today. Tomorrow I'll see whether you all have completed your work or not. Okay, so from tomorrow we are going to start the exercises of multiplication. I hope you all have understood today's content. Everything is clear to you. Okay, if you are having any query, any question, You can ask in the query timing. Okay. So I hope the class was interesting and you all have learned whatever being taught to you today. So children, goodbye for today and we'll meet again tomorrow in the same class. Okay.